We are Jalen,
Jasmine,
and Rona, and this is Calc It Up, where all you gotta do is derive, integrate, and calc it up. Okay, guys, so today we'll be doing area and volume. This right here is our graph. The y-axis and the x-axis both go to 1.5. This line right here is y equals 1 minus cosine x. This line right here is y equals e to the negative x squared. And this whole region right here is r. Okay. Let R be the shaded region in the first quadrant enclosed by the graphs of y equals e negative x squared, y equals 1 minus cosine x, and the y-axis as shown in the figure above. Okay. First problem we'll be solving today is find the area of the region. Okay. So, first thing we have to do is find our limits. We will be using the limits on the x-axis right here. So you equal the two equations to each other. So you have e to the negative x squared equals 1 minus cosine x. And when you put them into your calculator, you should get x equals 0 and x equals 0.942. Okay? Then, now that you have your limits, you have to do your integral. So you have the integral from 0 to 0.942. Then you have e minus x squared. And then you subtract 1 minus cosine x, because you always do the top curve minus the bottom curve as it pertains to the x-axis. Then you put parentheses around the whole equation so that it can be in terms of dx and your integral can be correct. Then you plug that into your calculator and you should get 0.591. Okay, now we're going to move on to part B. Find the volume of the solid generated when the region R is revolved about the x-axis. Alright, so what we're going to do, since it's still on the x-axis, we're going to use the same limits. So you have the integral from 0 to 0.942. Now, it says revolved about the x-axis. When anything is rotated and you're finding the volume, you always put a pi in front of the integral sign. And the e to the negative x squared is still on top. So you do the same equation. And what you're going to do, because once again it's rotated in volume, you square each equation. So once you've squared each equation, you put parentheses around the whole equation. So you should have e to the negative x squared minus 1 minus cosine x squared dx. And when you put that into your calculator, your final answer should be 1.747. Okay, part C says the region R is the base of a solid. For this solid, each cross section perpendicular to the x-axis is a square. Find the volume of this solid. Okay. Now, when you have a square, the area of a square is always base times height. In this case, because each cross section, the base of the solid is the region R. My base equals e to the negative x squared minus 1 minus cosine x. So all you do is you do the same integral from 0 to 0.942, and you do e to the negative x squared, for parentheses, minus, parentheses, 1 minus cosine x, close your parentheses. Then you're going to put parentheses around the whole base, and then you square it, because in this case base equals the height and the area of the square becomes base squared. So when you plug this equation into your calculator, you should get 0.461. Okay, thank you for watching Calc It Up, and this has been Area and Volume.